Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. Today we're going to be doing the Constellar deck profile, and if you guys would like to see this really good deck in action, I have 5 good duels right on the playlist. I have a whole saga of this deck, just overall pretty good deck. But let's get down to the deck profile. We're going to be running 3 costs. Now, this is going to be a pretty short video because I really don't have to explain most of this stuff. Constellar cost is the main card. You want to use him to go into 5, or you can keep him at 4 and go to the other plays. Typically, you're using him to go to 5 so you can go into your main card Pleiades. 3 Pullets. The extra additional summoner can't be effect veilered. If you're bottomless or any of that other stuff, you can still get your normal summon. It's a continuous effect. Overall, just a really good card for helping us go into our rank plays. 3 Sombras. You will never use the effect to normal summon a Constellar monster without tribute, because we don't have any Constellar monsters that require tribute in this deck. But overall, just a really good card. The banish to add 1 Constellar and then get an additional summon on top of that is pretty good. Keep in mind that his effect does not conflict with Pullix. You can use Pullix and Sombras' effect all in one turn, so it really allows for a couple of wacky plays. 2 Algaidi to wrap up the summons. Unlike the other 2, Algaidi is a special summon, but it almost is quite needed because we really want to get those summons off. Going into our XC plays are pretty good, and it's a necessary piece that fits the Constellar name and helps us go into our rank 4s. 2 Sheridan. The Searcher of the deck. Pretty good, allowing us to get any of our Constellar cards. The only problem that I feel with it is that it's level 3, but that can be easily addressed with cost if need be. 1900 Fist is still pretty good, but overall just a pretty solid card for getting all of our necessary pieces. 2 Effect Veiler. I was running 3 at a time, dropped it down to 2, mainly because my opponent's monsters don't have enough time to be on the field to be negated. But when they are, I do have that Effect Veiler in hand. 1 Fire Fist Bear. Him and Cost are the Beast Warriors of the deck. Bear fetches the Tinky, Tinky fetches the Cost, or just Tinky fetches the Bear, Bear fetches the Tinky, Tinky fetches the Cost. However you guys want to put it, Bear is just overall a good card, and don't forget you can pinch the Tinky to destroy a card on the field, a monster on the field. 1 Honest. Almost all of the monsters, for the exception of Bear, are light, so yeah, Honest gets there. And 1 copy of Thunder King YuGiOh. Just overall, really good card. And I figured if I wanted to be a jerk with this deck, I might as well just go full-fledged and add in that Thunder King YuGiOh. Next, we're going to be going for spells. 3 Duality. Really needs to increase the consistency of the deck. It does conflict with the Sheridan and your XE plays, but this deck has so much consistency issues, it's almost necessary a pot of Duality, at least 2 or 3 in this deck. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. Pretty obvious. 2 Fire Formation Tinkies, I explained it before, get you the Cost or the Bear. 1 Dark Hole. 1 Book of Moon. 1 Reinforcements of the Army. The only targets that we do have for this is Pullix, but it's just so necessary for pulling those key essential combos that you need to your deck. Now for traps, here's where we get a little bit interesting. We're going to be running triple Save Zone. Really good protection. Allows us to abuse Pleiades, being able to target our opponent's monster with Safe Zone, bouncing the Safe Zone to our hand, and destroying the opponent's monster at the same time is pretty good. Overall, Safe Zone is a very abusable card in this deck. 2 Dimensional Prison. Obvious. 2 Mirror Force. Kind of obvious right there. 1 Compulse. 1 Bottomless. 1 Solemn. And then the MVP of the deck is Vanity's Emptiness. If you can set up Vanity's Emptiness and Pleiades on your field, you're typically going to have a very, very easy time winning the game. Vanity's Emptiness overall just stops the opponent from special summoning for 1 time. Sometimes that's crucial. Even that 1 time, if it is on the field, it's crucial for getting rid of your opponent's stuff or just going into your plays or going off, or however way you can do it. Vanity's Emptiness is an extremely good card in this deck. I urge you to mainboard it over sideboard it because of Dragon Ruler matchups, Mermail matchups, Dragoonity Rulers, any of those special summon heavy decks. And even against those decks that don't really special summon, it still hurts them as well because you can prevent them from going into those critical plays and then take advantage. Now we're going to go on to side deck. 2 Deck Lockdown. It's good against a lot of rogue decks, really just Dragon Rulers. It's a plethora of decks that this card is good against. But keep in mind, it's a continuous spell, and once we get Pleiades on the field, we can really abuse Pleiades and Deck Lockdown. Triple Maxi. It's pretty obvious right here. At YCS level, you probably want to mainboard these Maxis. Probably take out the Sheridans and something else. Mainly because you're going to be getting so much draw power from the Maxis, you really won't need that much search. 2 Gozen match. Like I said, all your monsters are light. Goes and Matches a really good card at doing what it does. Just preventing those rogue decks from doing a lot of stuff if they are of different types. Really hurts a lot of rogue decks, such like his 6 Samurais and all that other trash, where it hurts most, and allows you to take control of the board. The third copy of Vanity's Emptiness, I already explained it, just overall really good card. Triple Imperial Iron Wall. Dragon Ruler hate, Spellbook hate. Any of that banished stuff, really just Dragon Ruler and Spellbook though. A lot of hate right there, just preventing them from doing any of their plays. It's really good against Prophecies because the only thing that you really have a problem with in Constellars is Spellbook of Fate. Then you address World of Prophecy later, maybe with your main board of Vanity's Emptinesses. But overall, just a really good card overall. 2 Kaiser Kalazim. We typically only have one monster on the field, and Kaiser Kalazim really allows us to abuse that fact. Being a continuous spell, if ever need be, or something ever happens, you can bounce it to your hand. I really don't see any other way, or any reason why, but still, the option is still nice. Just overall, really good card for pressuring our opponent and keeping our opponent's monsters down with us. And then the last card, which is something I really wanted to say, pretty techy, really good, is Royal Decree. Now, yes, we run Royal Decree in the sideboard. Why? Because Pleiades makes Royal Decree so efficient in this deck, being able to stop all my opponent's traps for one turn, summon the Pleiades, and bounce back the Decree. Overall, just a pseudo-like, trap stun if we want to be, and just overall a really good card for stopping those rogue decks and a lot of back row stuff. Really, really good card, highly underrated, and a lot of people don't see it coming from a Constellar sideboard. Next, for the extra deck, we're going to be running just basically all the basic stuff. So 1 copy of M7, 1 Thundercharger, 1 Volcasaurus, 1 Tiras, only 2 Pleiades, never really needed 3. If you guys feel that you need 3, go ahead and put that third one in. It's really your choice. I really never needed more than 3. The game is always normally over by the time I go into my second one. 1 Shark Fortress, 1 Purish, whatever this is. You typically don't need this card. A lot of people actually don't even cite it at all. But those crucial moments that you do need it, you're going to regret not having him in. So I'd rather have him and lose with him in the deck, which I really don't lose to because we normally go into other rank 4s and there's a whole bunch of other options. Or rather than to not have him and lose because I didn't have him. Because those crucial times when it does come, you're going to need him. And when he does, he's a Constellar in his name. You can go into M7 and he's a 1,000-point boost is pretty nice. 1 Starleech Paladynamo, 1 Omega, 1 Dweller, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Diamond Direwolf, 1 number 50 Black Ship of Corn, and 1 Maestroke. Thank you guys for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.